Welcome back. There has been another mass shooting in America, this time at a graduation in Virginia. These shootings have become a normalcy in our country, but as we showed you on Monday, there is a gun reform sit-in happening right now in Denver this week that's hoping to change that. This sit-in has received international attention because it is asking for radical changes to keep our kids safe from guns. But before we get into specifics and my personal experience with it, I want to show you some of the faces of the women who are standing by here for the kids. Take a look. We have a lot of people here. I really want to learn everybody's individual story, what motivated them to get here today. I know why I'm here. Something you're going to notice is the vast majority of the people here are white women. That is a call to action to white women. We are a group led by incredible BIPOC women, Black, Indigenous women of color. We know that statistically that Black and brown people are more likely to be brutalized by police. Us white women, it's our turn to put our bodies, our privilege on the line. So I just want to explain that before we dive in. Let's go learn some stories. What brought you here today?
I'm a mom and teacher. I'm gonna get emotional just seeing that.
Tell me why you're emotional, because I'm emotional too.
I've been an educator for almost 20 years, and every year it just gets harder and harder.
I want to go talk to that woman. She's been literally pacing back and forth, holding her sign up passionately for hours. So let's find out what her story is.
We need to be here. We need to be more active. We need people to step up and use their privileged platforms to come out here and advocate for our children.
As we were walking, getting to know people, I met Tiffany, a DBL viewer from Arizona.
I came here today seeing your announcement on the show about today's event here for kids. And I wanted to make sure that I was able to come too. I have an 11-year-old son, and so I'm happy to support the cause.
Amazing. The sign, I don't know about the sign, but it captivated me as a mom of two.
I'm here as a mom who is tired of the sinking pit in my stomach every time I drop my son off to school, tired of anxiety at the grocery store. We didn't go to a street fair the other day because I had a panic attack.
I had a baby when I was 28, and when he was about 6 weeks old, Sandy Hook happened. And I remember crying, and it felt different, and I was scared in a new way, and I thought, the grown-ups will do something, something's gonna happen. And when we moved to Pittsburgh, and I had my daughter, and she was 7 weeks old, Santa Barbara happened. And I thought, someone's gonna do something. And no one has done anything, and so we're the grown-ups. I'm sorry, we're the grown-up.
Beautifully said, beautifully said. Lake, you have created a lot of influence and inspiration to get people here. Why was it important for you to be a part of Here for the Kids Action and fly in to Denver State Capitol?
I mean, I think, you know, you don't even need to be a parent really to kind of conceptually understand that we are in a state of emergency and crisis, and that gun violence being the #1 killer of our children in this country has really inspired people to leave the house, to be activated.
I have this prevailing sense that it's not a question of if gun violence will touch my family, it's just a question of when. And I feel like our American kids deserve better.
I thank all of you for being here. I thank you, Lake, for using your time, your privilege, your influence, your platform. I mean, clearly, look what we've created, but this is just the beginning, just the beginning. Well, right now, Colorado Governor Jared Polis has an executive order on his desk from this sit-in. It's asking him to ban all guns and buy them back. Now, I do want to address people like Tiffany and a lot of DBL viewers who actually drove out and flew out to be there. A lot of support. There's also there's a lot of criticism too, and I welcome that. I want the discourse. I feel like if we can have discourse, maybe we can meet in the middle. Maybe we can move the needle, because as of right now, we're not moving the needle. Every day there's another gun violence. If it's not a mass shooting, yesterday there's also a woman down the street that got gunned down. Like, it's not just mass shootings, it's gun violence. 19,000 Americans have died already. We're not even halfway through the year. So listen, I'm fighting for the most vulnerable. I respect those people. I believe you have some comments, and I want to hear them.
Love this. This is what a viewer said, quote, "The question for gun control is, if you ban guns, who's going to protect me? How do I protect myself? I want to protect myself." Another said, "People with mental illness with guns are the problem. None of my guns have ever killed anyone. Remember, guns don't kill, people kill." How do you respond to that, Sam?
Listen, I've had a lot of these open dialogues with our viewers, with people that came to the sit-in that, you know, first of all, I support many different gun reform groups, whether it's Moms Demand, Here for the Kids, Everytown, Students Demand. I'm fighting for my children, the most vulnerable, and they can't speak up for themselves. The grown-ups have failed them. So if this is extreme to you, which even myself, when I say it out loud, I come from a family of gun owners. I've said I support the Second Amendment on this show. All that has changed for me personally because of my 2 children and guns being the #1 cause of death for children today. I just want there to be change. That's all I want. And if one side's here and the other side's here and we can finally come to an agreement somewhere, because right now, and I'm not talking politically, like there is a lot of Republicans that were sitting on that lawn with me that were touched by gun violence, that lost their babies to guns. So I just want to say, this isn't a political statement. This is we just need to do better. I have pride in this country. We need to do better statement. And thank you for sharing your comments. I hear you and I'm with you, believe it or not. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Sam.